Why are fluffy cats so popular on YouTube? Dopamine, boom. That's the whole story, but also not the whole story. Because here's the thing. Everyone loves fluffy cats, but neurodivergent brains, we process that hit of dopamine differently. For us, those tiny bursts of joy don't just feel good. They can be the difference between feeling stuck and finally getting momentum. ADHD brains don't run on a steady fuel line. They run on sparks. Some days that spark is hyperfocus. We dive into a project, lose track of time, forget meals, and come up for air 6 hours later. Other days the spark won't catch at all. The to-do list looks like Mount Everest. The laundry pile stares at us with judgmental energy. And suddenly we're 3 hours into a playlist of cats knocking glasses off counters. And you know what? That's not laziness. That's wiring. Society wants us to believe productivity has to be linear. Start at 9, end at 5, tick the boxes along the way. But ADHD brains work in bursts. We don't climb Mount Everest step by neat step. We leapfrog, sidestep, backtrack, and occasionally take a nap halfway up. And sometimes the cat video is the oxygen tank that gets us moving again. Science backs it up. Interaction with pets, or even watching them online, releases dopamine and oxytocin. That's not wasted time, that's regulation. That's the nervous system saying, "Thank you, I can breathe now." And once we breathe, we can focus. That's why your fluffy cat reset isn't procrastination. It's literally a survival strategy. Now here's where it gets bigger. Chaos, whether it's cats at 3 a.m. or ADHD thoughts bouncing like pinballs, feels overwhelming because the world isn't built for it. Systems expect consistency, but we're not consistent. We're cyclical, we're rhythmic. We spark in ways neurotypical frameworks don't measure. That doesn't make us broken. It makes us different. So what if we stopped fighting the chaos and started mapping it? What if instead of shaming ourselves for distraction, we asked, what's my reset button? What sparks my dopamine? What rhythms actually work for me? Maybe it's music, maybe it's doodling, maybe it's walking in circles talking to yourself like you're pitching to an invisible audience. Whatever it is, that's your fluffy cat. The reframe is this. Stop apologizing for how your brain moves. Those weird resets, they're not flaws. They're entry points. They're how you get unstuck. If the world measured value in creativity, problem solving, or resilience, neurodivergent folks would be leading every scoreboard. The only reason it doesn't look that way is because the scorecard was written for someone else's wiring. So today's Coffee 5 takeaway: let yourself have the fluffy cat moment. Let yourself lean into the chaos. Use it as data. If you hyperfocus, write it. If you stall, reset. If you need dopamine, find sparks that fuel you instead of shaming yourself for chasing them. That's not being broken, that's being wired differently. And that wiring comes with brilliance, even if it looks like chaos on the outside. This channel exists because of that chaos, because I got tired of trying to make my brain fit boxes it wasn't designed for. So if you're nodding along, or if you've got your own version of a fluffy cat reset, drop it in the comments. Because those stories, the silly ones and the serious ones, remind us that neurodivergent doesn't mean defective. It means human, it means seen. And that's the point.